May I now invite Sindhura Ponguru, President of EO Hyderabad, to introduce our Honorable Chief Minister and set the context for this session. Sindhu.
Thank you, Sharon, and thank you, the Podar. Before I introduce our chief guest for today, I would like to say that Hyderabad has got the maximum percentage of women members amongst all the chapters of South Asia. And I'm not the first president of EO Hyderabad who is a lady. I'm the fourth. So it's not just about having the volume, but also raising them to the highest form of leadership. And I think that comes with the culture that Hyderabad has been built with. And that, of course, we give a lot of credit to our chief guest today for creating it that way. Thank you so much, sir. So, good evening, everyone. As we come to the closing moments of the future of everything, it is truly an honor for us to host a leader whose vision has consistently been ahead of its time. Our heartfelt thanks to the Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, I Chandrababu Garu, for accepting our invitation and joining us today. Sir, your journey has been one of bold thinking, future-focused leadership, and unwavering commitment to progress as a visionary shaping India's growth story on the global stage. It is a truly privilege to us to have you with us today. Also, we are equally honored to have with us our moderator, Satish Reddy Garu, Chairman of Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, a leader who has built a global organization and continues to contribute meaningfully to industry, policy, and society. And for many of us here, he is not just the Chairman of Dr. Reddy's Laboratory, but a proud founding member of EO Hyderabad. And now, before we begin the conversation, let us take a moment to witness the remarkable journey of our chief guest. May we have the video, please? Truly inspiring, isn't it? For the last 2 days, we have been hearing a lot about it in the classrooms, but today we'll be hearing with real-life examples as what the great man has done to a state and also continuing to do for the other state, as well as being inspiration to the country as well as to the world. Now I invite Satish Reddy Garu and Chandrababu Naidu Garu to come onto the dais and begin what promises to be a deeply insightful conversation.
Very good afternoon, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here today. I was just remembering almost about, say, 20 years ago, I was on that side. I was also part of the audience which was learning a lot. And, even at that time, I had the special privilege at that time, to introduce a man who's so outstanding, admired for his leadership. So it was part of a regional integration event, so I was expected to introduce him. And the man was none other than I Chandrababu Naidu Garu. This was 20 years back. So it's once again, a special privilege, to moderate a session here today with him again at this institution called ISB, which again, all of us know, would not have been here if not for him. In those days, it was not an easy thing. So, but I won't talk too much about it. I will wait to hear it from him also. But for today's session particularly, I would like to keep the discussion broadly along three themes, sir, with your permission. Especially I want to mirror it because all of us are entrepreneurs here, or we come from an entrepreneurial family. So I wanted to contrast the journey of an entrepreneur and also his journey, especially to contrast it with that of a entrepreneur. Because, for example, if you see entrepreneurs, they would have a kind of a very bold vision, for example, in terms of what they want to start for a business. They take a lot of risks as they go along, because it's not an easy thing to do, because what they conceive, what they face as they build up their companies at that point of time will be very different from what they would imagine. Also, in terms of say, for example, the kind of talent which they choose to execute the vision, and also more than anything else, especially when they face challenges, the resilience by which they come back again. I think that's very, very crucial. So this is what an entrepreneur goes through. All of you are familiar with it. But when you see the political landscape, it's a completely different situation. But some of these things hold very, very important, in terms of a journey. So I think what we will explore, sir, to begin with, is the vision for the state. All of us owe what happened in Hyderabad the way you see it today, because I know a lot of people probably were not even born when Hyderabad was built up to, what it is. And most of us who experienced, for example, people like me are much older. So Hyderabad was very different when I was a young person here. And then in front of our eyes, the Hyderabad as a city got transformed. The state of Andhra Pradesh got transformed. And then here was a person who had this vision. He spelt it very boldly. Because, sir, I still remember, because I was heading CIA at that time, Andhra Pradesh, and then you had engaged with McKinsey. This was something unheard of in those days. You're talking about almost 20, 25 years ago. Actually, even more than that, almost 30 years ago, engaging McKinsey in a government to set out something called the Vision 2020. That was happened at that point of time, sir. And then in terms of transforming governance, transforming the state, there was a whole lot of journey, sir. We would like to hear it from your own words. And then I'll have a follow-up question on the situation which happened later, sir. Again, the vision.
Thank you. Respected Satish Reddy garu and friends. You are all young entrepreneurs and also established entrepreneurs, some of you. As you rightly mentioned, around 1995, I took over as Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. 1991, economic reforms were introduced by P.V. Narasimha Rao. He also belongs to the Andhra Pradesh state only. I am very proud to announce that. Then I thought, at that time, this area is totally barren land, and also we had only two cities, Hyderabad, Secunderabad. These are all the two cities, traditional cities.